2. Careful 2. Mr. Kale said he'll text me if he hears anything wrong, so if something pops up, I'll let you know. Your mic is on, just for heads up.
Test.
I'll just turn it off so you don't have to worry about it. Alright, so you're good now. Yeah, it's off. If you want to unplug it just to be safe, that's alright.
Thank you.
Hello, PW friends and family, and welcome to another very special PW sports presentation here. Girls varsity basketball here in PW Gym West. It feels like a little bit of deja vu. Just yesterday we were here for the boys as we're in round 2 of the District 1 playoffs. I'm Aaron Shun joining you tonight. We have a great broadcast on hand between two very strong teams and two teams that have faced each other a couple of times this year already. PW has come out successfully against the Upper Dublin Cardinals in both of their matchups prior. However, something interesting to keep note of is that the Cardinals have kept it close. District 1 playoffs round 2 tip-off is about to begin here. Well, for both teams, obviously, they've had great seasons here, and the Colonials are trying to protect that district title. And already some technicalities are being called against both ends. Interesting way to start this game off. PW, Suburban 1 League champions. That was their last game against Souderton. And anyone who was in attendance to that game last night would be able to tell you, not last night, last week rather, excuse me, they'd be able to tell you just how special that performance was. PW trailed 27-15 at the half, but in the second half of the game, they went 21-9 against Souderton, and there's a three-pointer to start things off from A.J. Avery, the freshman. PW gets started with a bang, but against Souderton, they had a red-hot second half, forced in overtime where they went 11-4 and were able to pull out ahead. So this team's been able to show the ability to come back from behind proficiently. And against Upper Dublin Cardinals, they're a team that's not going to let anything phase them. This year, they've actually played better on the road, 7-3. I would argue that playing in Gym West here against Plymouth Whitemarsh, that is a different breed. That is like a Major League sports team playing in Philadelphia during the playoffs. We saw how it was with the Phillies. We saw how it was with the Eagles. I would argue this is a little bit of a Philadelphia mini here. That shot is missed and rebounded by Abby Sharp, who takes it up half herself. But regardless, Upper Dublin, as we've mentioned, they've been able to keep a really even fight this year. 33-29 was the score the first time these two teams met back on December 20th. 28-26 was the score the next time they met, and that was on this February 2nd. Some quick back and forth action here, but a marginal lead not bigger than 5 points in either of these games obviously means that the Colonials have to think a little bit about how they're going to approach this team here with a 15-8 record entering this game. The Cardinals, they're very consistent in how they scored. They don't really tail off at the end, but the Colonials are just as consistent too, as a 3-point shot now from Erin Daly, I believe, makes it 6-0. Shot is up there from Upper Dublin, and it's no good. Well, the Cardinals are going to have to figure things out quick. They've got a bevy of fans out here in their student section, and they've been able to match the volume early. They're going to have to rely on that fan presence being able to match up with the Colonials. So there's a shot up by Balser, no good, as that one goes out. And Upper Dublin meets them with the airball chance. PW, though, responds with a scoreboard chant. Oh, in this game with about 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. There's a pass off over to Amy No. No passes it off to Brady. Brady looking for somebody here, passes it over to 12. That one's over to Sanders. No takes a deep shot, and no good, one could say. And there might be a lot of that tonight, I won't lie. Sharp as this one spins to find some zone, or not Sharp, I believe that's McKenna Winland. This has been a very quick-paced game here. There's a shot up by Amy No, and she just misses this one here. That's Daly with it. Passes it over to Balser. Balser flips to Avery. Tough defense here by Upper Dublin. Balser over to Winland. Winland now over to Daly. Daly trying to break free here. Pass over to Winland, the freshman. She tries to break free. Passes it over to Balser now. They're trying to manifest an air ball into existence or something. Oh, there's the shot by Winland. The freshman sinks one again. 9-0. Between Avery and Winland, both freshmen have looked electric so far to start, both sinking threes early on. We've got a very exciting game on hand here. 3:54 to go here, 9-0 score, with all shots being made as threes for the Colonials. So how they'll be able to match up, well, for the Cardinals, I think they've got to get on the board first and foremost. They've been able to show the Colonials that they're not scared of them, and that's going to be something that they've got to show again. They got to show that fighting attitude that's brought them all the way here. Their last game out at Council Rock South, they won 53-48. And Cardinals this year have been sort of a varied team. They've scored as high as 61 points a game and as low as 9. So there's been some variety to how they play here, and it'll be interesting to see how they match up against such a strong team here. I know that these Colonial fans are rearing for a great game tonight again after they got an absolute treat in the boys basketball matchup. No has this one here. She passes this one off to Brady. Brady tries to break free, puts up a shot, no good. And it's reflected by the Colonials here. It's now Winland with this one. Sharp has it. Or Daly has it. Now Sharp has it. She drives it up to the net. No good. It's recovered. And the whistle is blown on the Colonials, I believe. Upper Dublin will be able to return the ball. With a friendly reminder of what they can and cannot do. The Colonials have the bragging right of the scoreboards, I would say. We'll see how long they can keep that up. That's Amy Note with this one. She passes this one off to Megan, though. No scrambles from open ground. She passes off to No. Do two no's make a yes? No way. Not right now. Angelina Balser with this one. She takes it up to the court. Winland has it. A lot of passing here from the Colonials. We saw that with the boys basketball team as the game progressed. They made a lot of passes even if they thought they had an open shot, just to kind of work more players into it to get that team thinking. They had Penwood thinking in that second half as they were able to steal the game away. Megan No with a deep three, no good. Well, the Cardinals have a lot of pressure on them right now to try to score, and I think it's showing in some of their shots here. Avery has this one, pass off to Winland, pass to Balser. Now over to Sharp. Sharp breaking free, puts it up, no good. Daly recovers and puts this back in. 11-0 here with 1.5 to go in the first quarter. Well, in both of the games where the Colonials met up with Upper Dublin this year, it's been low score and close affairs. This looks to be the exact opposite of that now. Uh-oh. That might be a foul on the Colonials. And the Cardinals will get a little bit of a break here. That's something they were in need of. Amy No will inbound the ball, it looks like. No, puts a deep pass out to Megan. There's a deep shot again, and that one is sunk by Amy No. So Upper Dublin will get on the board in a big way with an 11-3 lead. Or not an 11-3 lead. They'll cut the lead to 11-3, excuse me. Down to the last minute here in the first quarter. Balser dribbles, passes it over to Daly, excuse me. And that one is missed. Now Upper Dublin trying to break free here. A lot of pressure. Shot is up by Megan No, and she puts it in. 11-5 now as the Cardinals are trying to make a little bit of a late scramble here in the first quarter. Erin Daly has this one. She dribbles, tries to find some open ground. Has to make the pass out to Balser. Balser with it now. Pass over to Winland. Over back to Balser again. Balser over to Sharp. And it's stolen away. Brady with it now. That pass goes off to No. No passes it over to Brady again. Brady passes to Megan No, I believe. Over to Brady. She takes a deep three. And she makes it before the buzzer. And that is an electric way to end the quarter there for Upper Dublin. Things were looking a little dire for them as we started to exit the half here. But they came through in those last couple minutes, and they reheated. They showed a little bit of what's made them so tough. They've been such a thorn in the side for the Colonials, even though the Colonials have won both games. 11-8 now. We'll see how things progress here for the Cardinals and if they can build off some of that late momentum there. They were looking very, very strong. Well, if you haven't had enough deja vu from back-to-back basketball games, Friday night we've got another one with boys basketball, so we hope to be on the mic for that one there. Already, we've got the makings of what could be a great game. We saw it with Penwood yesterday. They didn't have as big of a student section, but what they lacked in volume, they made up with the noise the crowd was making. They were able to match PW's crowd noise. Again, we had a great game there. Penwood also had their cheerleaders out, and even better, they brought out one of their commentators from Ardmore Elementary, Braylon Fortune. Braylon was a pleasure to have last night, and if you're watching this game, Braylon, keep it up. You've got great things ahead of you, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Cardinals will inbound it to start the quarter here. That's Sanders with this. She passes it off to No. No now looking for someone there. There's a deep three attempt, and it just misses, but the Cardinals get the ball back here. That's No with it. Megan No. Passes it off to Amy No. Back to Megan No. Back over to Amy again. Trying to guide traffic here a little bit. Sanders trying to get open here, but No's going to drive it herself. Puts it up, no good. And the Colonials, there's a bit of a dogfight there between the Colonials and Nora Brady of the Cardinals. The Colonials will be victorious in that dogfight. Looks like Jocelyn Perez has entered the ball game. Balser with this one. Passes it over to Sharp, or Daly, excuse me. That one's out to Perez, back to Balser. Balser back out to Perez again. This one's over to Daly. Over to Balser one more time. Over to Sharp now. Sharp puts up the shot. No good. Colonials rebound though, and Crumpton puts that ball back in. 13-8 now. Oh, the Cardinals respond very quickly though. 13-11 now. They've been able to stay in this game so far in these last few minutes here. That's Daly with it. Crumpton trying to get free if she can. Daly now trying to drive it up the net herself. Pass off to Crumpton. Crumpton puts up the shot, no good. Can she recover? She goes down with the ball. And I believe the Colonials will be retaining this one. Couple of substitution made. AJ Avery and McKenna Winland have re-entered the game. Abby Sharp passes this one off to Balser. Balser over to Avery. Avery back out to Sharp. Trying to find some open ground or an open man here. Over to Balser. Balser now. Pass off to Avery. Avery over to Daly. Daly trying to break free if she can. Pass out to Balser. Now over to Sharp here. Sharp. And the whistle is blown here as the action resumes. Sharp inbounds this one over to Avery. Avery now to Balser. Balser back out to Sharp, or Daly with it now. And Daly can't put it in. Just missing this one. Action's moving so fast, it's a little hard to keep track of who's who right now. Whistle is blown before the shot goes in. That would have tied things up, as Upper Dublin fans express their displeasure with the refs. But they will still get the ball here. Megan, no, looks for somebody. Uh-oh. That pass is blocked and recovered by Avery. Now Sharp trying to take this one down the court. Sharp passes this one off to Winland. Winland to Balser. Balser now. Passes it over to Avery. Avery from short range puts it up. No good. Upper Dublin recovers with the ball now. 5 minutes to go here in the quarter. There's a shot. No good as it falls short now. Erin Daly with this one. She drives it up court herself. Scrambles with this one. Almost loses it. Puts an emergency pass out to Sharp, and the whistle. No whistle blown, but I think they might have seen a foul there that wasn't called. Over to Winland. Winland now to Balser. Balser passes this one off to Avery. Avery over to Daly. Daly over to Sharp. Sharp from mid-range puts this one in. 15-11. We'll see if the Cardinals can keep their response going. They've been very good with responding quickly here. And they hope to stay that way. No, tries to drive this one up, but the ball gets stolen away and goes out of bounds. And I believe this out of bounds call will go to the Cardinals.
Whatever you want. I'm completely off. I'm so sorry. My practice got hit, so I just texted him. Whatever you want.
Second mic, we're going to try to get working here at halftime because we tried getting it up, didn't work right away, so I'm like, we're going to pass it. Thanks so
I'll
much.
wait here. Yeah, of course. I'll wait here. Yeah, I'm sitting on this chair.
Cardinals now trying to drive up a little bit.